Test, test, test. Y'all ran out of things to talk about? My bad. That introduction suggestion was a while ago. My name is McKensie. For those of you who don't know me, this is Brett. He's going to be modeling this evening. If you don't drown in a puddle of sweat. If he does, we'll get through it together. We're going live on YouTube right here as well. So I always say it. I'm going to try to do less and instruct more. We'll see what happens. Hello, hello. Ooh, that's loud. All right. Let's find a comfortable seated position to get started for class tonight. And just set our intention here together. So I take it back. Let's start in a Supta Baddha Konasana. So lying on our backs, knees come wide. Bring one hand to your belly and the other hand to your heart. The soles of your feet are touching. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe in an extra sip at the top. And then exhale through your mouth, big sigh of relief. You have made it to yoga. You're lying down on a yoga mat. It's no longer raining. Life is good. And continue your breath here. In through your nose. Seal your lips now and breathe out through your nose. And I just want to give you something to think about while we are lying here in this pose, connecting our hand to our heart, our other hand to our belly, which lets us really come in tune with our body. And what I want to have you bring in mind for your practice today is I heard this quote a couple of years ago that I absolutely love that says, it was by an author, and he says that the reason that I write is so that I know how I feel. And I thought that was so profound. And I love journaling because of that reason. Like, when I have so many inputs, so many things and ideas swirling in my head, just so many things trying to get my attention all day long, I don't really know like where I stand and what I think until I write it down to get a clear picture. And I'm sure in the last few weeks, this has happened to the nth degree in all of our lives. We have new ideas, new beliefs, new opinions, 1,000-fold coming to us on the media, social media, maybe in our own personal lives. And it's probably testing a lot of our beliefs, a lot of our thought structures. And it's hard to really know. You're like, oh my God, a lot of times you're thinking like, I have to change, I have to do better, I have to think differently. And it's hard to know what you think until you have an outlet to get it clear. And so in regards to that, we're not going to be journaling today during yoga, but how that translates for me into my yoga practice is, since becoming an avid yoga student, is I don't know how I feel until I get on my yoga mat. If I have all of these thoughts that are then creating all of these different emotions in my life, sometimes they're just all bottled up, right? You don't have an outlet and you don't really know which way is up and which way is down. I've found that coming to my mat and coming to my yoga practice lets me know how I feel, which then helps me to identify what I'm thinking, what I believe in. So today on your mat, I want you to explore that within yourself, right? Like with every twist, with every inhale, with every exhale, with every moment where you're coming to your edge, go ahead and allow yourself to feel something special, important, different, and come into that thought. So just let that marinate today on your mat. Staying with your breath, in through your nose, out through your nose, staying with your ujjayi breath, that ocean wave breath. Bringing life, energy, power, feeling into all parts of your body. You're engaging those whisper muscles on each exhale in the back of your throat, realizing that you have a voice. You have something valid to be said, something to be known, something to be shared with others. And when you're ready, grabbing the outsides of your knees, closing your legs, your knees. Squeeze it in together, maybe bringing your chin up above your knees this time. Biggest squeeze of the day. And then release your heels up to the sky for waterfall pose. So heels are punching up to the ceiling. Engage your quadriceps, engage your hamstrings, like you're stepping on the sky. Release your left leg down to the mat. Right knee hugs into your chest. Drawing it up toward your right armpit. Firing up that hamstring, holding it nice and close. And then drawing your right knee over to the left side of your mat. Gaze comes to the right side of your mat for an early spinal twist here. Keeping your left elbow, or your left shoulder, right shoulder, down towards the mat. Good. Maybe using your hand to pull your knee across your body a little bit more. Rolling back through center. Squeezing your right knee, trading them out. Your left knee comes into your face. Hello, Diane. Good to see ya. Thanks for joining us. Flex your right toes back towards your face. Your left toes can either point or they can be flexed as well, whatever feels good. Firing up that left hamstring. Which leg? Can you spin around so that I know what we're doing? I'm like using Brett as my cuer, and I'm like so confused because he's backwards. All right. Dropping we're doing the left knee now. Left knee comes across the right side of your body. Gaze comes over to the left. Good. Maybe using your right hand on your right knee. Right shoulder is staying down on the mat, as is the left. Breathe here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Both knees come back through center. Find a happy baby. What's that? Brett's making baby noises. Feel free to make baby noises on your mat. Coo at each other or something. Straighten into one leg. Your tailbone is reaching away from the crown of your head. Once again, reach your legs up to the sky. Heels press towards the sky. Straight legs. We are starting off with some core work. The sun already made you hot, so we're good. Lower them 2/3 of the way down to your mat. Lower them 2 inches off your mat. Bring your fingertips up to reach towards your heels for 2, 1. Let's do it one more time. Take your feet up to the sky. We got this, y'all. Firmly place those hands down by your side. Lower your feet down 1/3 of the way. 2/3 of the way down. 2 inches off the ground. Come up and look at your toes. Scissor kick your legs side to side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come back up. Let's move into some bicycle twists. So right leg reaches long. Hands come behind your head. We're going to go nice and slow like we're moving through molasses. So toes are flexed back towards your face. Scoop your right elbow or your left elbow to your right knee. And then right leg reaches long. Our heels are dragging through mud here. Left elbow, right elbow to left knee. Ooh, my sides are good tonight. And then switch. And then switch. Make a big bicycle motion with those legs for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Let's hold it here. Make that connection. Elbow to knee. Engage the core. Switch it here. We're holding for 2, for 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Great job. Rock and roll the length of your mat. Release your spine. We're going to cross at the ankles, coming over our ankles into a tabletop pose. Hands are under our shoulders, knees are under our hips. Untuck your feet. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale for stargazing cow. Gaze comes up, belly drops, firmly pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. Exhale, terrified cat. Curl the spine, press the mat away. Gaze comes back towards your belly. Inhale for cow, drop the belly, gaze rises. Exhale, terrified cat, press it away. And then moving with your breath, dip into your shoulders, dip into whatever way feels good. And let's find a side to side movement here, curve down our spine. Switch sides, bend into the right elbow just slightly. Gaze comes over your right shoulders, your hips shift left. And then just shifting back and forth. We're going to be working our obliques today, tuck your toes, hips go high, downward facing dog. Ignite your quadriceps, pull them off of your knee. You are strong, you are powerful, you are capable of doing more. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips go high. Good work. Right leg comes high to the sky, three-legged dog. In our three-legged dog, dial your pinky toe down towards the earth. Good. So we're really working up through that hamstring right where it connects to our glute. And then open up your leg for stack your hips. Good. So your right heel is reaching towards the left side of your mat. Give me a big hip circle here. Draw a circle on the sky with your knees. Nice and big circle. Good. Opposite direction. That is the smallest circle I've ever seen, Brett. Inhale your leg high to the sky, three-legged dog, square your hips. Knee to nose, shift forward, cheetah pose. Chest comes over your hands. Inhale, take it high, three-legged dog. Right knee, right elbow, shift it forward, tricep with your knee. Inhale, take it high. Exhale, knee to nose one more time. And then drop your knee off on your mat. Right knee comes below your right chest. Swivel your right hand or your right toes off of the mat, coming into an assisted side plank here. The left toes extend long. Side oblique that's underneath, so bow those hips up. The left leg here. Good, engage the core. Lift your hips up. Drop your hand between your foot. Finding a twisted runner's lunge. Right arm reaches up to the sky, gaze follows it. Reaching out of your left shoulder away from your left ear. Top hand comes down, left knee drops, low crescent lunge. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Shift your weight forward into that right knee. Feel that expansion across the left hip flexor. Sink into this pose. Spark energy out of your fingertips. Good. So we're finding a back bend here, a crescent shape from your fingertips all the way down your back, through your back leg. Good. Hands come down to the mat. Shift back on that front heel, finding a half split, and then bend your knees, stack your hips. Good. Spiral your left toes off of the mat. Reach your right arm high through the back of your spine. Your blood down towards the earth. Left toes come back on the mat, and then lift that left knee up by engaging the spiral our chest up towards the sky, keeping that left shoulder out of the left ear. Top hand up. Expand across the heart. Pinky fingers dial towards one another. Good. Right leg steps long, low lunge. Chest stays high, gaze is forward. Exhale, left leg meets it, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat, flat as a board. Inhale for cobra, engage the lower back. Good, roll your shoulder blades down. Exhale, hips go high, down dog. Right leg reaches high to the sky, three-legged dog. Root to rise, arms sweep up to the sky. Right leg meets it, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, arms come up high. It's it, high plank. Lower through your chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. Beautiful. Left leg high to the sky. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg goes high, way to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms sweep up high. Exhale, sink your hips down, chair pose. Woo! All right, finding your adult beverage or water. Cheers, we got this. Whatever works, all right? Finger with strength, with direction. Your knee, back of the right hand, pressing against the right. Trying to rotate your ribs. Peaceful warrior takes you up. Inhale that right leg high. Right knee right up. Inhale, take it high. Go freely, think freely, feel freely. Hands come out. Beautiful. Externally rotate that knee. Hands come to heart center. When you guys row your tree, rollers of your feet. Obviously. Hands come back through heart center. Ground your big toe with your peace sign finger with our right hand. We got one more side to do. Go work. Inhale your left leg high. Ankle. Right arm stays high. Finding that exaggerated spinal twist. Gaze is up. Good. Rising up all the way. Engaging through the core. Opposite side. Right arm to left ankle. Good. Gaze is towards your top hand. Hips are staying level. Go ahead and rise up once again. And then forward fold. Let's find slowly release down. When you're ready, rise up. Left toes. Again, move like you all. If you resisted the front, let's find a lion's. All right, cosmic curtsy to the top of the mat. Root to rise. Throw your branches. Beautiful. Send out that loving energy again. Maybe this time circle your arms, spread it all over the city. Gorgeous. Hands back through heart center. Finding your extended hand to toe pose again, or else finding your knee, drawing it to the left corner of your mat. Right arm rises. Good. If your leg is extended, try to pull that back in line with that one-legged vinyasa if you found it on the first side. Gorgeous yogis. Finding a child's pose once again. Take a breather. If you're in child's pose, rocking that forehead back and forth on the mat. Beautiful work. All right. Let's find downward facing dog once again. And then roll forward into a high plank. Lowering all the way down to your mat, inch by inch, that lower spine. Engage your triceps for 2, for 1, and lower. Right cheek comes to the mat. 2 more back bends here. We'll find another locust, but we'll try for a bound position this time. Nice little place on the gravel to place them. All right, your left knee is going, or your left foot rises. Your left leg reaches over your right leg to the right side of your mat. What we're going for here is a stretch in our right shoulder. So if you have pretty loose shoulders, you'll want to come up even more, maybe bringing your left arm up and around to the back side of your back so you're leaning further into that right shoulder. If you're super loose right now, you might need to roll over to feel it a little more. Breath in, and a breath out. Slowly rolling back over to your belly. Right knee bends, and then right heel comes over to the left side of the mat, bending into that left shoulder. Again, maybe rolling back through center. Hands come up under the chest. Let's find a downward facing dog. Right leg comes high. Woo, it just slipped. Right leg to the outside of the right hand. Finding lizard pose. So heel toe this right foot to the right edge of your mat. Both hands are on the inside of that foot. And then this might be enough for you today. You can drop down onto this knee and then drop down onto your forearms. We're finding a nice big stretch through this inner right thigh, maybe your outer right hip, through the left hip flexor. If you want it to be kind of more active pose still, you can always keep those left toes tucked. Finding coming down on your, reaching forward if your forearms are down, or lower back. If if your heels aren't firm. But he had us sit like this for about 3.5 minutes before we worked out, right? So we weren't loose, we weren't, and my God, did I feel fabulous for 2 days after that. I hated every second of it, and I was like, oh, like this is something I should be doing. So if y'all hate me right now, just head on over to Body Be Fit. Hands come back through heart center. Find Navasana boat. There's a string coming up from your sacrum. Maybe grab the backs of your legs to be able to roll your shoulder blades down your spine. Just holding here. Good. Hollow hold. Engage through the core the entire movement there. That is. One more inhale. One more exhale. Release all the way down to the back, to the sky. Waterfall pose. And then let's come to a seated position. Legs extend long. Chest is over our hips. Move any extra blessings out of the way. Your sit bones are firm on the mat. Right leg extends long, left leg bends in. Square your hips and chest over your extended leg. Reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Relishing every last minute of our time here together. Thankful that we can be in person, that we can feel the energy of other members of our tribe actually together in real life. Slowly rise up. Left hand comes behind your left hip. Rise up for stargazer. Expanding it through the body. Right arm reaches behind you. Hips shift forward. Switching out your legs. Left leg long. Arms reach high. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Flat back. Rooting through both of your sits bones. Spine is reaching long from your hips. Remember to engage still through the core here, pulling the belly in to help you fold deeper.
Tracks in the sky like highways of gold. Sweet lemon breeze that
Slowly rise up. Right hand.
Empty bridge to the west.
Listen to your own breath. You should be able to hear your inhales and emphatically hear your exhales.
My dreams still won't burn away. Time marches on from yesterday's gaze.
Slowly rising up. Arms reach up to the sky and then out in front of you, rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae down onto the mat. For your final resting pose, the universal pose of Shavasana. Toes splay out wide. If your mind tends to wander here, you can always pay attention to the rise and fall of your belly. When you're ready, start to bring a little movement into your fingertips, movement into your toes, rock your, and then your chest to meet your thumb knuckles. So expand your heart, roll your shoulder blades down. The light in me sees, honors, and reflects the light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here, for being a part of our tribe. We bow as we say namaste. Good work, y'all. Thank you for being here at our jam-packed tribe yard for the first time.